man.
Yeah.
Right? And that's one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy.
One dad.
One dad. No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be
like,
everything.
He can't be everything. And that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college at a time when openly gay folks still weren't out of line, who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was ignorant. You need that to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or what have you, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this.
You know, honestly, I'm so disappointed in a Barack Obama. It is one of the most disappointing things ever because he had so much potential and he had so much opportunity to make a huge impact culturally. Forget politically, forget policy, because maybe we all don't know. Some of you guys actually lived through his presidency, which I don't even look at him as a horrible president. I look at George Bush II as a conservative, as a Republican. I look at George Bush II as the worst president in my lifetime so far. We have yet to see what the fallout is from Biden. But the reality is that he had an opportunity to be a transformational person in a positive way from a cultural perspective outside of politics. And what I mean by that, he could have used his influence to push traditional values, to highlight the importance of how we need to get back and reset, to some of the core values that, would allow for us to have stronger families. But he led into this conversation by starting off talking about how boys need multiple male figures in their life in order for them to have a well-rounded perspective of what masculinity is supposed to be, which I agree with. But he prefaced it in order to lead right back into this bullshit that he's been pushing, which is the thing that I believe tainted his legacy and why guys and why black people have started to divest themselves against Obama and people that voted for him in general, regardless of who you are, because his goal is to continue to push this alphabet community agenda that is not best for the culture. It is not.